Welcome back to my channel, guys, and in today's video we will learn about parameterization using testng.xml. We did learn about parameterization using data provider, and since we are working on testng.xml file, so in today's video we'll learn about parameterization using testng.xml. It's a very important topic. There is a little bit of change, a few here and there additions of certain syntaxes, nothing much. Let's go ahead and begin. We'll go to our package testng learning YouTube channel, and we will make a new class, parameterization using testng XML. Okay, something like that. Finish. So what we'll do is we will begin initially with the Selenium WebDriver code. Okay. So let me begin public static WebDriver driver. Okay, so I'll introduce a before test. So public void setup. I'll write the code as fast as I can. Okay, and we will have our WebDriver manager code here. WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Okay, driver equals to new Chrome driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, driver dot get the URL, which is https rediff.com. So this is the most basic step which I have written. So what I'm trying to do here is I'll write the complete code for this particular thing, and then we will jump into how do we parameterize. We'll have to create the testng.xml file, and then we'll do this. But first let us actually go ahead and complete this. We'll do one thing. I'll not write it before test. I'll keep it test itself. You can try it with before test and after test. I'll keep it test. Okay, and we will finish off everything in one particular test case. I don't want to make multiple test cases right now, okay, and unnecessarily extend this video. So we will do so let's go ahead. Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait 10 time unit dot seconds. Guys, I cannot speed up my execution time because I code and it takes some time, so have certain patience. I know we have written this n number of times, and I can copy paste from our other code, but I'm not doing it because you have to take up this way of practicing. Okay, so Control Z. Okay, so we have introduced these things. Now we'll go if you remember, if you go to rediff.com, so the basic thing is we will just click on the sign in link. We'll inspect this, and it is having a class known as sign in and having the HTML tag A. So I'll directly go ahead, driver dot find element by dot class name signin dot click. That is one thing. Now the moment you click here, it will come to this particular page, and let us inspect. We have IDs login one for username, and we have ID equal to password for the other. Both are input tags. So I'll just go ahead, driver dot find element by.id login1 dot send keys, because it is a text box, selenium panda at rediffmail.com. okay, and then in the next we have id as password, driver dot find element by.id password dot send keys selenium @123. okay, and then we have the sign in button, and we have class as signbtn. So I'll copy this class, driver dot find element by dot class name dot click. okay, so this is a very basic selenium login functionality, and we have done this n number of times. So now what is my intention? Okay, since we are using testng.xml to parameterize this, how do we actually do the parameterized stuff? So this is the most important aspect of our video today. So let's go ahead and create a testng.xml file which will only have this particular class, that is parameterize and testng.xml. So how do you create a test case which will only have this particular class inside it? Just click on that particular class, testng, convert to testng, finish. So we have a testng.xml which has a suite name as this, a thread count. So I'll remove this thread count first. I'll change the suite name to parameterization testng xml suite. okay, and test is parameterized test. okay, now I have this particular class. okay, there is just one test name which I have, and I have this particular testng learning YouTube channel is the package which you already know, and this is our class parameterization testng xml. Now the thing is, how do you introduce parameters inside this particular testng xml file? So before we do that, let's go ahead and understand that what all exactly we need. So there are certain things which you need to be very careful about. Now let's say for example what all you need. So you go to the test tag, inside the test tag, and you introduced a new tag which is known as parameters. okay, so this is a new tag which you need to introduce, parameter, and then you have to give a name. So what sort of parameters you want to use? First you have to decide what sort of parameters you want to use. Like let's say for example you want to make it certain browser specific, so you can give, let's say, browser. okay, and then you'll have to give the value for that particular browser. So I'll give as let's say I like Chrome, so I'll give Chrome, and then I'll end that particular parameter tag. okay, so what else do you think we can parameterize here? Let's say this particular thing, you see rediff.com, you don't want this to be actually displayed here. So this is nothing but this is a URL, right? This is a particular URL. You can parameterize this also, so you can give it a name, like here again open a tag, parameter, you can give it as URL equal to so you have to enter the exact URL here, which is this. Let's go ahead and completely copy this, and so this is the URL which you have. okay, sorry, this is parameter name equal to URL. sorry guys, name is equal to URL, okay, and the value will be this, okay. So I'm closing this. Done. So two parameters we have set. What else do you think we can set parameters as? Let's go here. Something which we are genuinely should not do. Okay, like this email ID. Can we do this? We'll parameterize this email ID, okay. And then we have this password. We'll also parameterize this password, okay. But ID and these IDs and all these locators need to be kept like that, but these are input parameters which a human is providing, okay. So we'll parameterize these things because these are input parameters. So whatever the inputs are, you are only parameterizing those things. If you remember, I told you the definition of parameterization. So we are entering this as an input, okay, we are entering this as an input, we are entering this as an input. And even though a Chrome driver is not exactly an input, but we are still introducing Chrome browser. So what I'll do is we'll parameterize the other one as well. Parameter excuse me, we have email ID, right? Email ID, and we'll give the value. We all know Selenium Panda at rediffmail.com. Excuse me, guys. Okay, now we'll introduce another parameter, and that is our password, and the value of which we already know is, sorry, Selenium 123. So now we save this thing. You see, so I've just changed the suite name to something, and I've given a test name, and I have introduced 4 different parameters, okay. And the class file remains the same, and then I have closed the test tags, sorry, the class tags remain the same, and I've closed the test tag and the suite tag which I've opened in the previous, in the top version of the XML file. Now the thing is, now you have introduced these things. What changes do you need to implement here? This is something which is very important, which you should know. The only thing which you need to do here is add a parameters annotations over here, and here you need to pass all the annotations, all the parameters which you have defined there. So what are the parameters that you defined here? Browser, URL, email ID and password. So give them in string formats like this: browser, comma, email ID, no, I think it was URL, okay, first URL, email ID, and then password. So I'm importing this. Now this thing is done. What is the next step that needs to be done? So now, since you have added these parameters inside an annotation parameters, what you need to do is, inside the method body you have to parameterize these things. That is very, very important. So what are the things that we need to do? First we will come here, string browser. Remember TestNG data provider? We used to do something like this, okay. If you do not remember, please go back and see my data provider video. String URL, okay, we'll pass something like this, and string email ID, string password. So now, since we are done with this, we do not want to keep this thing like hard code these things anymore. We want to change it typically in a different fashion. So what should we do? So first and foremost, let's understand. First we will go ahead and do with let's have a validation statement as well, okay. So this particular line of code will actually set up the Selenium architecture to go and interact with the Chrome driver executable of Chrome browser. So to validate whether our browser is exactly correct or not. So I'll use an if statement. If browser dot equals Chrome. So if browser dot equals Chrome, then do this setup. Okay, then do this typical setup. Okay, in this typical setup we will bring this one here. Okay, now here what I'll do is, here I'll give a if condition. Now I'll give an else if browser dot equals, let's say we'll go with Mozilla, then we'll introduce WebDriver manager dot Firefox driver dot setup. Okay, and we'll give driver equals to new Firefox driver. There was a time when we used to work only on Firefox, and now even we are ignoring Firefox as much as possible. Times change. Okay guys, so now there is one more thing which I need to do. I did not keep it hard coded anymore. Okay, so I can directly use the parameter which I have passed, which is URL. Okay, now I do not need to hard code this as well. I can change it to email ID, but make sure you're not giving space or changing anything caps here and there. You have to keep it the way the exact what you have written inside the testng.xml file password. So this is done. Okay, we have testng XML as well. We have changed it in our class file as well. So let's go ahead and run this particular testng.xml file. If we encounter error, we'll fix it. So I have started running the test case. What happened? Did you encounter certain error? Failure 1. So null pointer exception. Why is it giving null pointer exception? One second guys, I'll fix it and get back to you. Hello guys, there was a error which we encountered. Do you want to know what error it is? It gave us an error of, let's go ahead and understand that error again. testng suite, okay, it gave us an error of, what is that error? If we go to the results of running suite, it gave us a null pointer exception. So what exactly this means is, we are doing some parameterization wrong here. Like see, if we compare here and there, if browser dot equals to have written what? Capital C here, and whatever I passed here, small. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll change it here. I'll save it. And I'll keep it this. Okay. So this was the problem which was happening. So let's go ahead and run as testng suite. Now it will work fine. So everything is very, very important. Parameterization using testng.xml, you have to make sure that all the parameter names, values, everything is case sensitive, which should match equally in your class file. Okay, so at least it is good that we encountered this particular problem. So then if you encounter the same, because I do it as soon as possible, so you will have to actually do it as soon as possible, and you might encounter this too. So let's go ahead. It works absolutely fine. Now let's go ahead and see the output. So using parameterization TestNG XML suite, we have just one test case. Similarly, here I have just introduced one test case, right? I have introduced one test case and I have passed these many parameters. You can make more and more test cases, like you can go on and add more and more test cases, and equivalently you can pass all these parameters here. Okay, and typically you don't have to hard code these things as well. You can just use the parameter names here, the ones which you are hard coding. So typically you're not exposing your data too, you're not exposing your input data as well, you're keeping it very secluded, and it is actually this is also working like a small utility as well. Okay, so I hope you liked the session, and it was good we encountered that problem of null pointer exception, because when Java was pointing to the browser value, it had small c over here and we had capital C over here. So it was not able to get any reference. It was not able to get that reference value. So now we corrected it. Now our code is working fine. So you can add more test case. I have just used one test case. You can add, you can go on and keep adding more and more test case. Keep on adding more and more test cases and introduce all the parameters for that particular class inside the testng.xml file in this particular fashion. This will work absolutely fine, guys. I hope you liked this session. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel Automation Hub Sarthak. Thank you so much. The Hindi version of the same is coming next. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day.